lays it up.
Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Firebird Fieldhouse and Chapman Arena as the Holy Ghost Firebirds prepare to take on the Penn Wood High School Patriots. I'm Caden Stewart.
I'm Jack Dobbins.
And for the next 32 minutes we'll have live basketball action between the Firebirds and the Patriots. Your starting lineups for today's game for the Patriots: number 1, Chris Taylor; number 3, Javon Clark; number 4, Donald Hairston; 5, Lamaj Matt; and 15, Nafi Davis. For the Firebirds, it's Zach Charlin, Robbie Segarich, Adrian Varela, Tommy Nahill, and Gavin McLaughlin. Firebirds are open in their home white jerseys with a red trim. Penwood in their typical navy blue with white numbering on the outside. We are underway from the Chapman Arena as the opening pass goes to Segarich to try to find McLaughlin, who couldn't bring it in. And an immediate jump ball is called just 9 seconds into regulation play. And it's Penwood ball to start. Bringing it up the court is Chris Taylor. Taylor drops it off. He finds Davis, and Davis goes to the corner, goes right back to Taylor, runs it in the hands of Lamaj Matt. Matt back to Taylor. He's a three from the top of the key. That one just offline, as Clark took that one. Rebound brought down by McLaughlin. It's the first board of the game. McLaughlin drops it off to the center, Tommy Nahill. Nahill now back-to-back home games with a start after missing the first few, and Varela draws the foul in the paint. The Firebirds coming off an 86-83 overtime win against the 15-2 Ben Salem Fighting Owls, who are ranked top 50 in the state on the year. Segridge passes from the baseline, goes to Varela, gets the return feed from Charlin this time. And now firing around, he finds Varela from deep. He got it. 1-for-1 starts Adrian Varela, and it's 3-0 a minute in.
Ace just putting up a three and just watching this sail into the basket. As always, a great way to lead off this game for the Firebirds.
Offense has been the Firebirds' strategy all season. They have an 8-9 record, but a minus 103-point differential. So they have blown out multiple opponents in their wins. Here's a long three looking for a return, and that one no good. Down low in the paint, rebound is good by Lamaj Matt. And Matt cuts the lead back down to one. Charlin takes the cross-country pass, finds Segridge, he's blocked. Clean block by Lamaj Matt, who gets the point and the block right after. He finds Chris Taylor. Now Taylor back to Matt from three. That one no good, just offline. Rebound in the middle of the court by Charlotte. He finds Varela underneath. Off angle two is no good, but it's going to draw the rebound off of Penwood, and so it'll stay with Firebird ball. (3-2) the early score. Varela, one bounce pass, and that goes haywire off the hand of Nahill, and out of play. So 6:13 to play in this opening quarter. It'll be remaining a 3-2 Firebird lead, this time with Patriot possession. First pass of the first possession goes to Chris Taylor. Taylor goes down low to Hairston. Hairston back to Taylor around the sideline. And to Hairston once more. And now his shot is up and no good. Varela takes it all the way down the court. Now one quick turnover as Taylor picks it up. Taylor drops it off underneath two, is up and good. And Lamaj Mapp and Adrian Varela have combined for the total 7 points scored in the game.
Nice pick by Taylor there.
Yeah, it was a good shot by Taylor, even better one by Segridge underneath in the paint. And the first person not named Taylor or Varela to score. And now Chris Taylor was trying to move it down the court and drew the foul off of Zach Charlotte. Both sides now with one foul called in this opening quarter. Two and a half gone in this opening set of 8 minutes. First pass on the first possession will be by Donald Hairston. Hairston fires to Lamaj Matt. Matt back to Taylor, and Taylor takes off with speed through the defense to the corner. That one thought about taking a shot. It was no good. Lamaj Matt, he fights for the rebound. Gets it after the corner for a redemption three. That one rimmed in and out. Both shots were taken by Nafi Davis. Now McLaughlin moves it down the court. McLaughlin to Charlin to Varela. Now underneath Segridge for two, and Segridge goes down hard. Will draw the foul.
Great play by Segridge, trying to get 2 points on the board, and despite not getting it, still gets the foul call.
Firebirds will huddle up during the foul shots, and Segridge will shoot two. First shot is up and good. That makes it a 2-point lead now for HGP, and one more coming from the line for Segridge. Segridge goes 2 for 2 from the line and makes a 3-point game. The Trevelyan Clark moves it up. Clark finds Chris Taylor. Taylor mishandled the dribble for a moment. He's by the written emblem. He'll move away. He only finds Taj Cobbs on the floor for the first time today. Clark goes underneath, turned away initially by Nahill, fights for the rebound, does it again, and the Firebirds with a defensive stand in the opening few seconds of this Penwood possession. Ball was ruled off the hand of Tommy Nahill before it went out of bounds, so Penwood will hold on to the ball. Taylor takes the pass. But an inbound violation is called. It's now the Firebirds take over. As it looks like Taj Cobbs is over the line on his opening pass. So a close 7-4 game through the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Firebirds looking to pull away and extend their lead to the largest of the day for either side. Varela cuts through the emblem in midcourt. Varela finds Charlin. Back to McDonald, now back to Varela from deep. That one no good. Rebound is brought down by Lamage Matt. Matt finds Chris Taylor. Taylor goes back and forth, makes a man miss. That's McDonald. He goes to the corner to Taj Cobbs. Cobbs underneath is turned away and is steal by Ace. Varela, Charlin through the rim, or to the rim. That one no good as he went through the defense. But a foul will be called against Taj Cobbs.
His first and fourth.
Despite the score not jumping out, Firebirds are doing a great job containing the ball.
It has been a problem all throughout the season, these turnovers and bad passes overall. They have not made that many mistakes, if any, during these first 4 minutes of the game, as the first foul shot is good by Charlin.
There have been a couple turnovers, but they've been very, very well covered immediately after.
Agreed. 1-on-1 goes Charlin at the line, but it's a new 4-point lead for the Firebirds, the largest for either side. And now a foul called on Charlin as moving down the court was Hairston. And that's two quick ones for Zach Charlin in the first 4 minutes, and he'll sub off due to them. Charlin subs off, Chris Taylor subs on. And Taylor and Trevelyan Clark going back and forth. Underneath two is floated and no good. Lamage Matt for the putback, and he's going to draw the foul. And McLaughlin called for the foul, this time on HGP. That's the second HGP foul in the last 10 seconds. So that brings their total up to 4 fouls for the Penwood Patriots. First shot is good by Trevelyan Clark. And Adriano McLean will sub on for Lamage Matt. One more from the line for Clark, looking to bring the lead back within 2. Clark makes them both 2-point game in favor of HGP. First pass comes from Charles Steinmetz. His first time on the floor during the day. Here's McLaughlin. Moves back and forth. He finds Steinmetz now from around the corner. Steinmetz underneath Varela. Toe taps along the sideline. Now finds McDonald. McDonald underneath to Varela. Varela fires across wide open. Steinmetz, he's going to take the three. That one no good. Rebound McDonald. Varela wants the pass, and travel called on McDonald. As a shot after the whistle by Varela will be no good anyway.
Rough result, but that was a great rebound by McDonald. He used every bit of length he had to get up there.
Yeah, it was a good board, and he had open space, but just couldn't get his footwork down to be able to take advantage. Nahill subs back on for HGP. Passes over to Donald Hairston. Hairston brings up across the written emblem. And now goes underneath. Looking for Clark. He has him. In the middle for 2 is up and no good. Second effort by Hairston is no good as well. And third time's a charm for Penwood. And it's Donald Hairston getting his own rebounds. And that ties the game up at 8.
McDonald with the footwork, getting around.
McDonald trying to make Taylor miss. He did initially, and now doing it, trying to drive unassisted to the rim, and eventually turns the ball over, but that was a great possession by HGP while it lasted. And now more good defense by HGP coming on the sideline, as that was McDonald with a redemption play to knock away Taj Cobb's pass.
Ball went flying right at the coaches.
Mario Womack, Alfie Davis in for Penwood.
Womack and Davis sub on for Penwood. Womack gets his first pass of the game, and the two pairs of fresh legs both get their opening passes, as it's Womack and Davis going back and forth now. Now here's a three from Cobbs. That one no good. Both sides to combine 1 for 5 from deep to start the game. And a foul appears to be called against HGP. And it is indeed on HGP on Gavin McLaughlin. So McLaughlin and Charlin both in multiple fouls as Varela subs off for Mark Sindardo. Here comes the opening pass off the foul. And that's another violation on the inbound by Penwood. And on both their inbounds in Firebird territory, they have been called for violations and immediate turnovers.
We haven't seen many of those this year. It's kind of odd. We've seen two, I believe 2 of them so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, 2 in the first 5.5 minutes of the first quarter as well. Steinmetz will fire it into McDonald. McDonald finds Sindardo. Sindardo goes around the side of the court and now finds McLaughlin underneath. McLaughlin fights to the rim. Offensive foul called on him as Amari Womack was positioned in the paint. Both sides now at 5 fouls in this opening quarter.
Coach Heston not looking too excited about the way this game's been going over the last few minutes.
Firebirds with multiple players with multiple fouls, those being Charlin and McLaughlin. As now McLaughlin gets called for his 3rd on the day. Firebirds already shorthanded without Dean Burkheimer's a steal by Varela. Ace all the way down and a post steal to get the ball right back for Penwood, as pickpocketing Varela was Cavalion Clark. Clark finds Chris Taylor. Taylor is right on top of the written emblem for HGP. Now to Taj Cobbs. Cobbs back and forth. Amari Womack took the shot. Offensive foul is going to be called on Penwood.
Penwood foul, Amari Womack, his first.
And Liam Duffy subs on for the first time today for HGP. Varela and Nahill back on the court as well.
Firebirds keeping their 3 biggest guys on the court at this point, trying to get dominance in the paint, I would assume, as that's been lacking this game.
Speaking of from the paint, it's Tommy Nahill from deep, and now here's Varela underneath, and he draws the foul. So neither side had scored in the last 2 minutes, and now Varela will have 2 easy chances to break that streak.
Adrian Varela, the line for Firebird, shoots 2.
First shot is up and good by Varela, and he'll shoot 1 more as the Firebirds back up on top 9-8. Varela goes 2 for 2 from the line. He's 4 for 4 from such to start the day and has a 7-point first quarter. Amari Womack brings up the court. He goes past midcourt and fires to his teammate Nafi Davis. Davis tried to go back to Womack and gets the foul called against the Firebirds before the pass.
Adam McDonald, his first.
Adam McDonald called for his first.
Alfie Davis at the line for Penn, shoots 2.
The first foul today by McDonald sends Nafi Davis to the line. He misses his first and he'll shoot one more. Second one from Davis is up and good, and it's now a 1-point game once again. Ace will bring the ball up. Well from around the foul line, fires down low to Mark Sindardo. He goes to the middle to McDonald. That one pickpocketed away and turned over. Amari Womack. Womack down to the paint, and he draws the foul. Mark Sindardo disagreed. He tried to have his hands up. But regardless, it'll be a foul called on him. And once again at the line is Chris Taylor.
Taylor at the line for Penn, shoots 2.
Taylor makes his first. That evens the game up to 10. And he goes 2 for 2. 11-10, Penwood leads. 51 seconds left in this opening quarter. Adam McDonald brings the ball across the midline. McDonald by the sideline, making men miss. McDonald went down hard. Couldn't draw the foul, but he'll keep possession as the ball goes out for Penwood. Rella finds Duffy. Duffy goes to Mark Sindardo. And now back to McDonald at the top of the key. 36 seconds. Here's Sindardo underneath Ace. Rella, Sindardo, McDonald makes a man miss from 3. That one no good. Rebound is brought down by Donald Hairston. Hairston finds Womack. Womack to Chris Taylor. 15 seconds and 14 ticking off the clock. Penwood looking to take the last shot of this opening quarter. It's Taylor going back and forth. Right in front of the emblem, Taylor finds Hairston. Hairston down low. Here's a long 2. Womack gets it to go. Amari Womack, the buzzer beater to end the first quarter, and that makes the lead 3 points for the Patriots. It's 13-10 through 8 minutes.
Pretty big, I don't know if I use collapse is the right word, but downfall of the Firebirds midway through that first quarter. Screws started getting loosened up, and they need to find a way to tighten those back up heading into the second quarter, down 3.
Penwood up on a 5-0 run over the last 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Both sides struggling to get going offensively in the second half of said quarter. But a fresh quarter coming up in the next minute or so as 13-10, the Penwood Patriots lead the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. Eight minutes gone from the Chapman Arena, and 8 more to come in this first half as the Firebirds will start with possession in said half. Ace Varela back and forth. He finds Zach Charlotte. Back to Ace, who thought about it but hesitated to take the 3. And now he'll move around and set up for a reset for the Firebirds on offense. Varela finds Charlotte. Charlotte and Nahill. Nahill and Ace in the same spot. Nahill has one slipped away and turned over. It was stolen away by Donald Hairston, and Hairston will draw the foul. Foul called on Adam McDonald, his second foul of the game, and he becomes the third Firebird to reach multiple fouls on the day.
And I believe those are the only 3 Firebirds with fouls this game, right?
McDonald,
McLaughlin, and Charlin.
Yes. They've combined for 7, as Charlin and McDonald each have 2, and McLaughlin with 3. Going 2 for 2 from the line is Chris Taylor, who has to be called LeBron in 3 games. So LeBron Taylor goes 2 for 2 from the line. Adam McDonald finds Charlin. Charlin to Tommy Nahill. Nahill to McDonald, and that one is over the head of Liam Duffy. And that pass still again deflected away and goes out of play off of Duffy. And so 26 seconds into the second quarter, the Firebirds with back-to-back turnovers.
There have been a few haywire passes this game. I'm saying the Firebirds need to tighten up these mistakes because it'll really end up costing them. Down 5 right now is a crucial deficit to have so early in the game. That could keep building up if they don't fix it soon.
Amari Womack finds Chris Taylor, and Taylor looking like LeBron on that one from deep in the corner. 18-10 Penwood lead. It's a 10-0 run for them over the last 3 minutes.
Chris Taylor balling like Curry right now.
That was his second option to be called, as Adam McDonald is called for his offensive foul, and that's his third. And the fouls are racking up for HGP as they have to put Gavin McLaughlin back on already with 3. Pass goes into Amari Womack. Womack drops it off to Chris Taylor. Taylor underneath to Donald Hairston. Hairston to Lamage Matt, who hasn't touched the ball in a little while. Matt Taylor from 3, that one no good. His off-angle shot as he went down a little weird. Here's Varela for 2. Varela up to 9 on the day. He has 9 of the Firebirds, 12. And Ace ends the 10-0 run for Penwood, but the Firebirds with work to do as they will call timeout.
Firebirds finally put more points on the board.
Yeah, 6-point lead for the Patriots. We'll take a break with the Firebirds. .121 has elapsed in the second quarter. 6:39 remaining on the clock. 18-12 lead for the Patriots as the Firebirds call their first time out of the game. So we have a wet spot on the court by the Firebird bench. That's the delay. It's also very quiet in the arena for some reason.
Players just talking on the court.
Probably probably the best conversations ever is the one we have on the court while you're mopping up the court.
Oh, totally. Oh!
So two of the conversationists, Chris Taylor and Ace Varela, make contact as Taylor loses the ball and the Firebirds take over the possession. Here's Nahill from deep, much needed 3 for HGP. It runs it out. And Cabellion Clark takes it down. Clark finds Womack. Womack eventually gets the return feed from Chris Taylor. And Womack finds Donald Hairston. Hairston to Clark, and Clark will draw the foul. And now Ace with his first foul of the game. And that's the third for HGP in these first 2 minutes of the second quarter, and Tommy Nahill subs off. Inbound coming in from Penwood, and right in front of the rim is Donald Hairston. Harrison's two-pointer is good. Back up to an 8-point lead for Penwood. As Walker to Charlin. Charlin through the paint, and he scores it again. Charlin with some English on the roll. 6-point lead once more.
Firebirds got to keep this in range.
Here is Womack through the written emblem. Womack to Taylor. And right back. Taylor finds Hairston. Hairston patrolling the top of the key, and that one underneath and good for two. Lamage Mack. Varela now brings it up across midcourt. Varela has that one turned away. That's going to be off of HGP. And it's going to stay an 8-point lead.
There was substitute number 11, Todd. Number 1, Brody.
Aiden Brody subs on for HGP. Taj Cobbs with the inbound, and that's the third inbound in a row where Penwood has not been able to hang on to it for more than 2 seconds before getting called for the turnover, as this time it was Donald Harrison stepping out of bounds. Adriana McLean subs on for Lamage Matt. And now Aiden Brody takes the pass for HGP. He finds Ace. Varela underneath to Charles Steinmetz. Back to Brody. Brody finds Duffy. Duffy narrowly avoids the travel. He finds Brody. Brody top of the key three. Charlin, that one offline. Rebound is brought down by McLean. McLean finds Womack. Womack on the top of the arc, brings it all around. And Womack now to Taj Cobbs. Cobbs cutting into the paint. No good. Or shot was no good. And the pass goes now to Chris Taylor. Taylor going back and forth by the written emblem. Looking for some help. Here's Womack. Peeling away. Deep three. No good. And an offensive foul was called on Penwood. Rebound was brought down by Donald Hairston.
Despite the missed three, that ball movement Ghost had on the last possession was incredible.
And timeout is called by Penwood. That was great ball movement. That's what the Firebirds have been missing throughout the most of the game. But they've started to get that back as they have scored on 2 of the last 3 possessions in the second quarter.
It's necessary. It's an 8-point deficit halfway through the second quarter, and the Firebirds need to start making that push to get this game closer to even, so in the second half they can really work to get the win.
The one problem essentially has been for the Firebirds, just 1 3-pointer made all game. And that's something they're going to need to start working on.
And it was the first one, too.
Yeah, it was one for one was Varela, and since that, the Firebirds are 0 for 6. 4:19 to play in the second. 22-14 lead for Penwood. But it'll be Firebird ball. Varela and Aiden Brody switch roles on the inbound. Brody finds Varela. Robbie Segrich comes back on the floor for the first time in a while, and immediately he gets the pass. Segrich to the top. Charlin, that one deflected, it'll stay with Ghost. As diving out for it was Cavalion Clark. Charlin tries to drive to the rim, he can't. And Charlin found Aiden Brody, who made contact with his own man. That was Charlin. But a foul was called on Taj Cobbs. Aiden Brody will toss the ball in. He has Zach Charlin. Charlin, Segerich, back to Brody. Brody now to Tommy Mayhill. Mayhill to Segerich again. Segerich for 2 is up and good.
Great shot by Segarich.
Great shot, but an even better series of passes leading to the assist by Nahill. The lead back down to 6. Chris Taylor directing traffic. Taylor to the written emblem. He finds Cobbs. Cobbs back to Nafi Davis. Davis underneath 2, off the board, no good. Second attempt, also no good. Will third time be the charm? In part, maybe a foul is called on Ghost. And Segarich is called for his first foul of the game. That's Ghost's 4th foul of this second quarter, but their first in the last 3 minutes. Pass goes out to Chris Taylor with long 3, no good, but he draws the whistle. And it's 3 shots from the line as the foul is called on Aiden Brody on the 3-point shot. 5 fouls now for the Firebirds in the second quarter, and still 3.5 to play. First foul shot is just left short. Second one is good, 1 more from the line for Taylor. The lead up to 7 now for Penwood. So 1 for 3 goes Taylor from the line. Aiden Brody brings down the board. Brody finds McDonald for 3. That one no good, and the rebound right back to where McDonald was. Amari Womack picks it up though for Penwood.
Another missed 3 for the Firebirds, though. They got to start cutting down on those.
Womack finds Taylor. Taylor from just inside half court finds Womack. Womack, far side, 3, it's good. Deep ball for Cavalion Clark. 10-point lead for the Patriots at Penwood. Full court press being played by the Patriots. McDonald gets it across half court just in time. He finds Brody. Brody finds Charlin. Charlin through the paint. Back to McDonald for 3. That one no good. Rebound Nahill, and foul called on Penwood. And that was as close as it gets.
That might be one of the loudest times I've ever seen one of the benches.
Three
fouls in the second quarter now for Penwood. Zach Charlin finds Ace. Ace to McDonald. Harry McDonald finds Charlin. Back to Robbie Segarich. To Nahill now. Over to Charlin again. Back to Nahill. And more great passing from HGP. A lead down to 8. The Firebirds hoping to go on a run. Penwood has scored on each of their last 5 possessions. Amari Womack brings the ball up. Womack finds Taj Cobbs. Cobbs back to Nafi Davis now and down to Womack. Womack from around 3. And an offensive foul called on Womack.
Firebirds need to take advantage of this opportunity. 8-point game, less than 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. They need to make this game much closer to even at halftime.
It was the first stop they had made on defense in about 2 minutes, looking to take advantage of it here and cut the lead down to as little as possibly 5. Here's McDonald. McDonald lost the ball for the moment. Jump ball is called. And it appears to be staying with the Firebirds. Or maybe not. So never mind, it is staying. We'll go to the Penwood Patriots. Taj Cobbs will inbound. Cobbs fires into Womack. Womack back to Cobbs. Cobbs to Nafi Davis. Davis loses that one. Jump ball will go to the Firebirds, but it's not called as the ball is knocked away. Womack, a diving effort to try to keep it in bounds. appears to be staying with Penwood after it goes out of bounds off HGP. 1:20 to play in the second. 8-point lead for the Penwood Patriots, 26-18. Here is Taj Cobbs, and another violation on the inbound called against the Patriots. McDonald takes the pass. McDonald finds Segerich. Back to Varela. Varela now to McDonald. McDonald to Segerich again. Underneath Varela. Varela to Nahill. Back to Varela. And back to Nahill from three. No good. What a rebound by Brody. Pardon me, Charles Steinmetz. Steinmetz that gets the return from Ace. Varela, McDonald, back to Steinmetz and back to McDonald. 45 seconds on the clock.
This defense from Penwood is impeccable.
And now it's a steal by Taylor all the way down. He draws the foul on Ace.
Unbelievable defense from Penwood on that play, stopping the run.
Stopping the run and capitalizing on the steal as Chris Taylor will shoot two.
Chris Taylor at the line shoots 2.
Chris Taylor goes 0 for 1 to start. He's 1 for his last 5. Taylor 0 for 2 from the line, gets his own board, and now will stay from beyond the arc, and there's a reset attempt for Penwood. Taylor pitches the ball back out to Amari Womack. Womack, Nafi Davis. Back to Taylor. Taylor, good defense by Segerich. Taylor trying to get by Segerich, he can't. Segerich was locked down defense, and finally it's a pass across to Nafi Davis. Davis back to Taylor. Good pick set by Taylor. Fading two is no good. 1 second on the clock, and the shot won't be able to get off. Boring sounds, not enough time for a jump ball to be called. But the Firebirds with work to do going into the second half. 26-18 your score in favor of the Penwood Patriots through the first 16 minutes of play.
Rough first half of the Firebirds, down 8 heading into half. A lot of sloppy mistakes, a lot of missed threes, a lot of haywire passes going out of bounds, and just a lot of missed opportunities. A few line turnovers on inbounds, and a few jump balls that have gone their way. And just nothing's come of it. The Firebirds need to find a way to get on a run, start heating up, and really turn this game on its head from what we've seen during this first half.
The deep ball has been key for the Firebirds all season, is what has brought them back from multiple deficits during the year. But today it's just not been falling at all for either side, really. But
was it just the one for the Firebirds? Was it
just been one?
Just the one ace shot?
Yeah. Only one for the Firebirds. Ace Varela with 11 points on the day. He has 11 of the Firebirds, 18 in this first half. But all of everyone on the Firebird sideline need to do better in the second half as they trail by 8, 26-18 during this intermission report. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chapman Arena, where we're through 16 minutes of play between the Holy Ghost Firebirds and the Penwood Patriots. 16 more to come from the Chapman Arena as Ace Varela takes the opening pass of the second half. Varela cuts through the paint and Varela has that one pickpocketed away but out of bounds off of Penwood, off of Lamage Map. So the steal goes out of bounds off of Penwood. The Firebirds take over. Gavin McLaughlin takes the opening pass. McLaughlin finds Varela. Varela to Charlin now. Charlin across McLaughlin. Back to Charlin. Good sequence of passing to Nahill. And this time it's turned over by HGP. .7:39 to play in the third. 26-18 lead for Penwood. Here's Lamage Map. Map to Chris Taylor. Taylor to Cavalion Clark. And Clark back to Map. Map through the middle. Lamage Map up and no good. Second effort. That one no good as well. And Robbie Segerich brings down the rebound.
Good rebound by Segerich right there. And the
Segerich
lay!
English off the board. 6-point lead for Penwood. The Firebirds have scored on a 4-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Varela with close defense. Penwood was going to have to get across half court and very soon. They have not done it yet, and finally Chris Taylor just barely gets across in time. Taylor by midcourt. Taylor to Clark. And Clark now to Hairston. Harrison finds him in the hands of Clark again to Matt, top of the key, no good. Rebound is deflected away and brought down by Varela, and a foul called on Penwood. As the first foul of the second half by either team, 90 seconds in. And a foul is called on Cavalion Clark. Segerich inbounds to Varela. Varela now brings up across midcourt, finds Nahill. Nahill, Charlin. Now McLaughlin has Segerich from three. He's got it.
There we go!
Cash for Robbie Segerich. 7-0 run for the Firebirds, and they have come out firing.
Firebirds finally put another 3 on the board, and this game's back in reach.
The first three-pointer since the first three-pointer attempted 2 minutes into the game by Ace Varela. The Firebirds were on an 0-9 run since then, but now they are back, and they are back within 3, the smallest deficits the game has had in the last 8 minutes. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, and we have a ball game in the Chapman Arena. Three-point deficit for the Firebirds. Penwood takes over, coming out of the timeout by the Patriots. Here is Chris Taylor. Taylor has been the leading scorer all day for Penwood, living up to his LeBron nickname. Taylor to the middle, to Nafi Davis. Davis to the middle again and one. Or maybe not, foul on the floor. Foul called on Tommy Nahill, will be on the floor, so the basket's no good. And the inbound will come in by Cavalion Clark. Clark finds Taylor. Penwood has had their issues on inbounds today, but not there. As now the loose ball rebound is picked up by Clark. Clark finds Taylor. Firebird man defense has been on point with Segarich and Charlin at the top of the key. Charlin forces the pass away, and Cavalion Clark looking to dump it off. He finds Taylor. Taylor to the middle. Here's a three-pointer. It's good. Donald Hairston, a much-needed three. And now Varela takes it up. Varela, Charlin, back to Varela, who slings it across the court to the hot hand Robbie Segarich, who has scored the last 5 for HGP. Charlin, Segarich once more. Segarich back to Ace. Ace shakes off a man. What a shot by Varela!
Firebirds heating up once again. Another 3 drops, and it's a 3-point game once again.
Ace just shook off Chris Taylor like he was a rag doll and nailed a 3. It's now a 3-point game once again. Taylor looking for redemption. He has Charlin in coverage. Taylor to the middle and Naki Davis. Davis lost that one, and it's going to be ruled off of HGP. That'll be Penwood possession. Cavalion Clark will inbound. Clark throws it in, and that's going to be a 5-second violation on the baseline.
There's another one.
That has happened 3 times to Penwood today, and they have had 2 other turnovers off different reasoning off inbounds today.
So that's 5 total. That's wild.
As what's kept the Firebirds in the game, they have capitalized on most of them. Varela now to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, Charlin from deep. Zach Charlin.
Here we go!
Jack is excited. Not 29-29 as the Firebirds have made their last 3 from deep, and they are heating up. 4 minutes to play in the third.
I know that Coach Heston halftime speech was going crazy to get the Firebirds back on pace.
Taylor to Donald Hairston. Hairston to Lamage Mapp. Mapp to Taylor. The Firebirds with all the momentum in the world. Taylor floating it in. Often no good. Rebound Nahill to Robbie Segarich. Segarich fires a missile. Thread the needle to McLaughlin, but he mishandled the pass. Here's Segarich from 3.
We are so back! We are so back! Firebirds, 3-point lead! Oh my goodness!
Robbie Segarich has stolen a LeBron nickname.
Unbelievable!
8 points in a row for Segarich. He has 12 on the day. The Firebirds have 32 and the last 14 of the game. 32-29. HGP is back on top.
I'm stunned right now. My jaw has dropped. This is unbelievable, Caden.
If you're considering turning off the radio or your YouTube live stream or wherever you're listening to right now, don't. Penwood is in desperation mode in terms of momentum. They have been outscored 14-3 in this first 4 minutes of the second half. Donald Hairston has it. Hairston out to the side for 3. It's needed, it's no good, and the Firebirds get the rebound. Robbie Segarich has scored 8 points in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. He has Zach Charlin. Charlin underneath, that one knocked away as McLaughlin couldn't hold on to it underneath the rim. And now Taj Cobbs brings it down. Cobbs from 3. That one left and missed everything. Rebound by Varela. Varela through the emblem. He's got a 1-on-2 disadvantage. Make it 2-on-2. And the Firebirds up by 5 with Zach Charlin.
This might be the most momentum the Firebirds have had at any point this year.
34-29. The Firebirds are on an insane 18-3 run over the last 8 minutes.
Firebirds are en fuego in this second half.
Chris Taylor to the middle, homage Matt. Matt for two, deflected away, but a foul call.
I thought that was clean originally too. Oh wow.
So nothing getting past Tommy Nahill, but a foul called there on him. And so 2 shots coming from the line for the homage Matt.
Homage Matt at the line for the Patriots. Shoots 2.
First one's up and no good. One more will come from Matt from the foul line. Charles Steinmetz, Adam McDonald subbing on for Robbie Segrich and Jack Charlin. Mapp goes 0 for 2. Rebound by Ace Varela. As the basketball gods say, the ball don't lie. And so no points come off a questionable foul call against Nahill. And this time the Firebirds get the benefit of the call. And it's a foul call on homage Matt.
Penwood foul Donald Hairston, his third. His second.
Third foul of the day called against Donald Hairston.
Shoots 2.
Varela makes his first from the line. It's up to a 6-point game for HGP. Two for 2 goes Ace, and we're up to a 7-point lead for HGP, their largest of the day. Amari Womack takes the opening pass, and now it's Penwood that's playing from behind. Womack to Nafi Davis. Davis to Gavalion Clark, fading away, 2, it's good.
Great shot, great shot.
That was a great shot, a good sequence by Penwood, and they needed that as Gavin McLaughlin finally gets the pass away to Charles Steinmetz, and now length of the floor heave. Here's a 3, it's good!
Robbie Segrich showing things he's never shown before, and the Firebirds go up 8.
The Firebirds are rich from Robbie. 39-31. That was the worst line I've ever had, but it does its job.
That's a reach and a half.
I tried, but Robbie Segrich has done absolute wonders from deep. He has made his last 3 3-pointers and scored 11 points in the third quarter. Amari Womack from around the emblem. Womack to Taj Cobbs. Cobbs to the middle. Trying to draw the foul and not getting it was the Maj Matt. Second effort, foul call. Foul was called on HGP. Gavalion Clark a little slow walking right after the play. And the Maj Matt will go to the line to shoot 2. Mapp has missed each of his last 4 free throws, and free throws have been an issue all day for Penwood. Mapp goes 1 for 2 from the line. 39-32 lead. Adam McDonald finds Zach Charlin. Charlin to Segrich. Back to Steinmetz now. Steinmetz underneath, and that one's good.
Unbelievable. I
mean, just feed the man at this point. Robbie Segrich with 11 in the quarter.
I believe Robbie Segrich got the super soldier serum at halftime.
The Trinity is all over Robbie Segrich right now.
Okay. Miss Forster reference?
Ace Varela picks up the loose ball. Varela all the way down the court. Unassisted Ace. 11-point lead for the Firebirds. the largest for either side. Talk about a 22-point swing in 8 minutes.
This Firebird quarter will go down in history.
Cabellion Clark with the ball. Clark, Taj Cobbs. Cobbs to Womack. Womack underneath. Great pass to Mapp, and that one gets to the fall. Lamage and Mapp a beautiful sequence in the paint. Now McDonald finds Charlin. Charlin stepping back, and the buzzer beater is no good, but there was a whistle. So a foul was called against Penwood as the buzzer sounded, and it will count. Foul called on Taj Cobbs, and Zach Charlin will shoot 2.
His third, team's third. Jack Charlin at the line for the Firebirds, shoots 2.
4 seconds are added to the game clock. 0.4, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So 0.4 seconds are added, and Charlin will shoot 2. First one's up and good. 10-point lead once again for HGP as the red-hot Robbie Segrich will sub off. 13 points in the third quarter.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Charlin goes 2 for 2.
Wow.
The Firebirds back up by 11.
Oh boy.
And the missile of the pass will hit the broadcast booth, and that'll be it.
I almost had it.
45-34, HGP exits the third quarter leading by 11.
What a swing.
19-point swing over the last 8 minutes. That is absolutely absurd. Robbie Segrich with 13 points in the third. He now has 17 on the day. Well, that was a third quarter for the ages.
That will go down in the record books, and if no one else puts it there, I will.
Safe to say Jack Allen's excited about this.
Excited is an understatement.
Well, as I said before,
Literally go back 6 minutes, and you will know it is more than excited. When I was screaming my lungs out.
Oh, believe me, we know. I especially. 8 minutes to come from the Chapman Arena. We'll stay alive with you through these breaks in between the third and fourth quarter. Through 24 minutes, it's an 11-point, 45-34 Firebird lead, and they are red hot.
And here comes the fourth quarter.
Chris Taylor will start the quarter with the first pass. He finds Amari Womack. Womack out to Taj Cobbs. Cobbs underneath 2, and drawing the foul was Donald Hairston. The basket's no good, but Hairston will shoot 2. Penwood has struggled from the line. I've said that before, but they are 2 for their last 6, and that is a big reason why they're only down by 11. We're already down by 11, and not only down by more.
The long corner back into the Patriots.
Hairston goes 0 for 2. Penwood now 2 for their last 8. And they finally make it on a second effort by Taj Cobbs. And timeout is called by HGP as Zach Charlin was trying to inbound it on the baseline but running out of time. A 9-point game for HGP, 30 seconds into the fourth quarter, and we'll take a timeout with HGP. Varela takes the opening pass coming out of the timeout. Robbie Segerich gave it to him. They tried to get it back to Segerich, but it went over his head. It's caught by McLaughlin. Now to Segerich fading away, too.
Robbie Segerich legacy game.
17 points over the last 10 minutes. And his first points in the fourth quarter after a 13-point third. Here's Donald Hairston. Hairston underneath. Here's a long three, no good. What a one-handed rebound by Charlotte. He finds Varela in transition. Ace through the middle to the paint and draws the defensive foul, pardon me.
Ace driving into the paint like a freight train, knocking people to the ground as he pleases. Getting to the basket and getting the foul.
Foul will be called on the floor. And so the inbound will come in from Charlotte. It's deflected up and immediately we'll redo it as Tommy Nahill is the intended target. Pass goes to Varela. Varela finds Taj Cobbs. Cobbs to Varela once more. Ace out to the far side. That one's deflected. Picked up by Nahill, who fires off the backboard. And now the Fires pick it up. What a move by Robbie Segerich to get the loose ball. Charlotte to the middle. Gavin McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Segerich by the written emblem. Segerich cuts it back in open space. Robbie Segerich, one-hander. That one no good. And that one would have absolutely blown Jack's mind.
Yeah.
Second effort off the first miss is up and good, and Donald Hairston cuts the lead back down to 9. Varela finds McLaughlin. He brings it across midcourt. McLaughlin spins, and foul called on Penwood. After McLaughlin tried to get into Tommy Nahill, but drew the foul instead.
McDonald, Charles Steinmetz back in for the Firebirds. Mari Womack in for Penwood.
Just under 6 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Adam McDonald gets across half court in about 2 seconds. He finds Charles Steinmetz. Steinmetz to Varela. Varela through the paint, left fading it up and leaving it in for 2.
Ace and Robbie looking like Kobe and Shaq today.
49-38. I think it was prime Kobe and Shaq.
Yes.
But when were they not prime, honestly? Underneath 2 by Chris Taylor is good. Pardon me, he gets the assist on Lamage Maps too. Taylor and Mapp have had a great connection for Penwood all day, and their first half is something to behold if you're a Patriot fan. Here's McLaughlin underneath 2. Charlotte on the reverse, couldn't finish it.
Almost.
There remains a 9-point lead for HGP. Here's Womack. Oh, that pickpocketed away by McDonald. Adam McDonald down the court. Wow, what a rejection. McDonald takes the hit and then will be called for the foul against Penwood. But what a block by Lamage Mapp. Foul will be called by Taj Cobbs. He's the one that was able to make contact with McDonald.
And McDonald's line shoots 2.
One of the kids in the student section said, "Watch your language" to somebody. I don't know who and under what context, but that's pretty funny.
50-40 lead for HGP as McDonald makes his first from the line. And I'll shoot one more. Two for 2 from the line goes Adam McDonald. Under 5 minutes to play in regulation. Amari Womack gets the return feed. Womack to Clark for three. It's good. And the first 3-pointer in a little while since middle of the third quarter for Penwood. And it's down to an 8-point lead, the shortest it's been in the last 7 minutes. Varela to McLaughlin. Charlin now cross country. He finds McDonald. McDonald to McLaughlin. McLaughlin will step away. He's trying to run off some time now. He finds McDonald. 4:20 on the clock. McDonald back to McLaughlin. Gavin McLaughlin trying to find open space. Great defense by Penwood on this possession. McLaughlin to the middle, and that one thrown out of bounds.
Threw it right at Gump.
Yeah, into the back office at Gump. While no points come off of it, 35 seconds taken off the clock by HGP's offense. 51-43 lead for the Firebirds. 4:04 on the clock in this fourth quarter. Cavalion Clark brings it up. Clark with Chris Taylor. Taylor to Womack, and Womack is called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, that travel was extremely evident.
A travel and almost offensive foul. I guess the travel came before it. Segers throws it in. Varela down the court. Varela, spin. Underneath to Nahill. Nahill picks up the loose ball. That one no good. As Donald Hairston has it. Hairston, Gavalion Clark. Clark to Hairston now. Hairston back to Clark. Clark to the middle. And foul called on HGP as Chris LeBron Taylor will go to the line. I mean, just for future reference, if there's any players listening to the stream, if you would ask politely, we'll call you whatever you want within reason.
Yeah.
The inbound comes in from Taj Cobbs. Cobbs to Chris Taylor. Taylor to the middle, back and picked away by Steinmetz. Steinmetz finds Segerish. Segerish makes a man miss. Robbie Segerish with a filthy move. He goes down low now to Duffy. Duffy with Steinmetz and McDonald ends up with possession. Under 3 minutes. McDonald to the middle, to the corner, pardon me, to Steinmetz. Back to McDonald now. McDonald and the Firebirds making men miss all the time, but refusing to take shots as they were trying to kill clock for the moment. McDonald and Steinmetz playing hot potato. Duffy went in on the action. He finds Steinmetz again. Segerish this time, and now back to Ace, who started the possession with the ball. Ace to the middle, and that one lost out of play.
Zach Charlin back here for the Firebirds.
And Zach Charlin will sub on for Adam McDonald.
Firebirds got chew clock on.
The last two possessions have taken over a minute, and a timeout is called by Penwood. 2:29 to play in the fourth. 8-point lead for HGP, 51-43. .229 to play in the fourth quarter. Robbie Segerish take the ball. Segrich to the middle, gets the return feed from Liam Duffy. To Steinmetz with a great pass over to Zach Charlin. Charlin underneath, Duffy, and that one turned away. HGP with an open shot, but again, more clock taken away, as now Duffy has it. Duffy to Varela, underneath Steinmetz, thread the needle, but is picked away, and here comes Chris Taylor, catches up to the pass, and Taylor puts it in for 2. Under 2 minutes to go, 6-point lead for HGP. Segerich from the baseline, fires it in to Charlin. Charlin down the court, Duffy. Back out to the side, and the Firebirds will reset. Here's Varela, narrowly avoids the foul. A whistle and a timeout called by HGP as Varela took a shot up high while splitting the defense. 1:38 on the clock in the regulation. It's a 6-point lead for HGP, 51-45.
Firebirds continue to try to drain clock, and I get the point of that. I just don't know if it was way too early to execute it when they did.
At the moment, the strategy is working, and they will hold on to the ball coming out of the timeout. The 6-point lead is just going to be protect the outside of the 3-point line.
Yeah, but I do feel like trying to drain the clock from like 4 minutes out is kind of odd.
All right, well, we'll see how it turns out. Firebirds coming out of the timeout. 1:38 to play in the fourth quarter, and it's a 6-point lead for Holy Ghost. .138 on the clock, and an immediate whistle sounds as Charlin began to try to inbound it, and now a substitution. Varela trying to sub back on for HGP, and he'll be turned away. H will stay standing, so he should come in by the next opportunity. Steinmetz fires it in, that one in the middle of the court. McDonald lost it, and now it's a quick turnover. And here comes Chris Taylor, 2-on-3 disadvantage, and foul called. And the Maj map went down hard.
This is why I thought it was a bad idea to drain clock from this early out. You need to keep scoring, because this is a chance to bring the game back within 4.
Okay, Map, as you say, will have a chance to bring it within 4 with two foul shots. He has missed his last 4 in a row.
It's just not a risk I'd be willing to take.
HGP with 2 fouls to give. Penwood with 1 more to give. And the first foul shot is no good from Matt. And now, as expected, Varela subs on for Charles Steinmetz. Matt to shoot 1 more. This one's good. 1 for 2 from the line goes Lamage Matt. Liam Duffy inbounds. Duffy to Segerich. Segerich down the court. Open for 2 in attempt. No good. Rebound brought down by Charlin, and a foul called. Or no, timeout called by HGP. 1:20 to play in the fourth. Rebound is won by Charlin, and we have a 5-point gain. A little closer than what I was expecting towards the start of the fourth quarter, but regardless, Firebirds on top by 5.
Yeah, just a rough decision to drain clock from that early out, because now it's making it a close game that could easily flip on its head at any moment.
All right, 1:20 to play in the fourth. We'll see how it works out. out of the timeout, it's Firebird ball. Ace Varela picks it up. Varela, McLaughlin to Segarich, and a foul called against Penwood. And that sends the hot hand Robbie Segarich to the line.
This is what the Firebirds need to help cushion that lead.
Two foul shots would make it a 3-shot game, which is a big difference in the 5-point lead it is now.
Robbie Segarich, line for the Firebirds, shoots 2.
Segarich makes his first. That makes it a 6-point game, and he'll shoot one more. And then we'll put a lot of pressure on Penwood and force him to take some deep shots. Segarich goes 2 for 2 from the line. Exactly what the Firebirds needed. He's now at 18 points on the day.
Exactly what they needed. Now the decision's comfortable, and the Firebirds should be able to walk away. There we go.
3-point shot was no good from Taj Cobbs. Rebound went off the hands of Donald Hairston. And so HGP will take over once more with Robbie Segarich going to inbounds. Segarich throws it in. One bounce pass to Varela. And right back to Segarich. Segarich along the sideline. And a foul is called against Penwood as Segarich is being boxed out.
Penwood foul, Tennyson Abdullah, his first. Robbie Segarich, line, shoots 2.
Segarich makes it an 8-point lead, and a chance to make it now a 9-point lead for Segarich, which would make it 3 3-pointers needed for Penwood to even tie the game.
What was that? Did someone like smack the bleacher?
That's what it sounded like.
That's new.
2 for 2, Segarich again. 4 pressure free throws made in a row. Chris Taylor drives to the rim unassisted, and the rebound is won by Segarich. He lofts it down the court, finds Varela, and Varela will draw the foul.
Penwood foul, Mario Womack, his second. Adrian Varela, the line, shoots 2.
9-point lead for HGP. And Varela makes his first. Firebirds up by 10. And one more to lock it up. 2 for 2 goes Varela. The Firebirds go 6 for 6 and clutch free throws over the last minute. And that has put them on top by 11 now, 57-46.
Oh,
and turned
my
away.
goodness!
Slam the door and it hits him on the way out as Tommy Nahill with a rejection in the paint.
What a block from Nahill.
39 seconds even on the clock. Trevelyan Clark will inbound. He just gets it off in time. He fires to Hairston. Hairston to Taylor from 3. That one is no good. Rebounds offline. Brought in by Penwood, and the 2-pointer is good by Clark. Timeout called by Penwood. 28.8 seconds to play, and the Patriots in desperation mode, down by 9, 57-48. HGP on top. Coming out of the timeout, it's Firebird ball. Varela picks it up, and I'll bring it across midcourt. 23 seconds and ticking. Charlin. Back to Varela and back to Charlin, and this should end the game. And it will. Penwood won't try to foul, and HGP, who trailed by 8 going into the half, led by as many as 12 in the third quarter, will win by 9, 57-48.
What a game from the Firebirds. And this crowd goes wild.
That was an absolute masterclass of a comeback by HGP in the third quarter, led by 19 points for Robbie Segrich, possibly 20 if my math is wrong.
Can we both agree he's player of the game? Can we both agree on that?
100%.
But he still played incredible.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. It was a great game all around. Without Dean Burkhardt, the Firebirds needed role players, and they got them. Segrich stepped up, Zach Charlin stepped up, Gavin McLaughlin, even in foul trouble, got the rebound from the paint, and especially Ace Varela doing what he usually does, being top 3 in the team and scoring once more, nearing out a 20-point performance, and had 9 of the Firebirds' 13 first quarter points, which is what was able to keep them in the game in that first half.
Simply put, what a game. That's all from me.
And that was an absolute amazing game. Hopefully we'll have some post-game interviews, so if you're willing to wait a few minutes to be able to hear them live. If not, be sure to tune in later and listen to them. But right now, your score, Firebirds 53, Penwood Patriots 44. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Chapman Arena. We have our post-game interview with star of the game, Robbie Segrich, number 3 for HGP, and number 3 was the name of the game as the Firebirds went 1 for 9 in the first half, but stepped it up, going almost a full 9 for 9 in the second half and taking a 9-point win over Penwood. So Jack, we'll start with you for the first question involving his 13-point third quarter.
So, Robbie, of course, the first half was kind of a chaotic up and down, going from first quarter to second quarter. What changed in that third quarter that really set the team apart and led to that massive swing of 19 points from halftime to the end of the third?
It was really just our energy. Our energy was the main thing. We focused in the locker room. We talked about the offensive rebounds and how we could really improve upon that. I think it was definitely better. It was great, but it was a lot better than before. So I think that's what helped us turn around and take the lead in the third quarter.
Great.
So you mentioned energy and rebounds. Dean Burkhardt has been a guy that brings that to the locker room and brings that in the game as well. He was not in today due to a lower body injury, so how did you guys step up in his absence?
I think Gavin McLaughlin is definitely one of our main guys. He's one of our leaders now because he's senior. And I also think some of the young guys stepped up too with talking and energy on the bench. So I think that's what helped us win today.
Well, thank you for taking the time. Great job, Robbie, as the Firebirds continue their 2-game winning streak, riding the momentum after an overtime win against Ben Salem last time. And our next stream is coming up on February 5th, Wednesday night.
Nope. Next stream is going to be January 31st on Wednesday for Mike Stanish night here at the Chapman Arena, where the Holy Ghost student section will be rebranded to something related to Mr. Mike Stanish in honor of him. And it will be a huge game against Radnor, who are currently 12-3. So it'll be a huge competitive game for our Firebirds heading into the end mark of the season.
Yeah, Jack pretty much said it all. So good job, Jack, there. So signing off from the Chapman Arena, I'm Caden Stewart.
I'm Jack Dobbins.
And we'll see you on January 31st for Holy Ghost Prep live basketball from the Chapman Arena.
Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds who look really good.